Yo guys, welcome back to another video. As you guys can tell by the title, we are going to be doing my initial impressions review of none other than Crazy Food Truck. Now this is going to be a bit of a spoiler, I guess, for this month's haul, because this is a new release this month by Viz, and yeah, over the last few months that I knew that this existed, I've just been super hyped for it. I knew nothing about it other than, it's a food truck and some sort of post-apocalyptic series. So yeah, it released, I want to say a week ago, and found it in store when I went and, yeah, picked it up. I read it a few days ago and letting my thoughts simmer, and I wanted to try and make this video as soon as possible. Yeah, because I loved it, so I want to get my thoughts out there, before I forget any major details. So what exactly is Crazy Food Truck? So the series follows our main character, Gordon. He's just like a middle-aged to like older dude. He runs this food truck in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, and he ends up one day, he's driving and almost, like, he swerves and almost hits this naked girl in the middle of the road sleeping on the ground. So he almost hits her. He takes her in and like feeds her, gives her clothes, and she ends up sticking around a while because he gets stopped by the government, and the government's after her. She causes some trouble, and so now they're after him. But turns out he's also on the run from the government, because we learn that he's like a ex military operative of sorts, like a high ranking dude. We learn that towards the end of this first volume. So basically they just get into trouble, him and the girl, whose name's Arisa, and yeah, they're just smashing heads in these military people who are after them. We still don't know why they're after Arisa. That's something that they haven't went into yet. What I really think is interesting about the character of Arisa, she can be characterized as kind of a numbskull, but she has a massive appetite, just eats everything in sight, whether it's, she doesn't even check. There's one part where she eats something, and then Gordon has to tell her not to because it's poisonous, and she just doesn't care. She reminds me a lot of Luffy from One Piece, in that aspect, just kind of dumb and nonchalant, and like, I guess not brash, but like doesn't think twice at all, just goes in because there's food. So yeah, in that way, she reminds me a lot of Luffy, and main character, Gordon, is definitely like, he's like a real one, like, yeah, you can't do that, or, keeping it real throughout. I definitely do like the character, the relationship between these two characters as they go out and try and find food and to make new dishes. It almost seems like he's going to become sort of like a father figure to her in a way. He's teaching her a lot. We see him, teaching her how to fish, and obviously he's a great cook. Teaching her how to make food and stuff, and they fight alongside each other. It's just a really, nice bond that they have. Of course, there being like a major age gap, and her being kind of dumb, so it definitely feels like he's definitely like her caretaker or guardian. Overall, I'd say reading this first volume was super refreshing, because I mean, it's an awesome like action series, and definitely a seinen, because I mean, in this first volume, we even got the parental advisory sticker. there's some nasties, I'll say that. All I'm gonna say. But it's balanced. The action and seinen elements of this is balanced out by like goofiness and just comedy, and it being a food oriented series. Like, I've never gotten into like food anime or food manga like Food Wars or Toriko or anything like that. I can't think of any off the top of my head. What's the other one? Restaurant in Another World or whatever. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I think it's like an isekai sort of thing. Never gotten into like food anime and manga before, but this is just, I believe it to be like an interesting twist on it, because it's so heavily action oriented with these seinen elements. It's just really fun, goofy, wacky, and just a great read overall. Very refreshing. Yeah, love this first volume, but I was really sad to find out that it turns out there's only 3 volumes and the series ended. I thought this was going to be a longer running series, like, maybe 15 volumes ish. This is only a 3-volume series. I'm not too familiar. I mean, I didn't even know anything about this series. I've not read it online. I don't read online. So I'm not sure, if everything just got wrapped up in the end, or if it was left unopened, or not unopened, but like unfinished, or what. But only 3 volumes is kind of sad, because I really like this first volume and I wish there was more of it. We do have to wait, I think, until September for another volume. So, there's gonna be a lot of gaps in between. I think I read somewhere it's probably gonna be February of next year we'll get the third and final volume. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, overall just very fun, and you don't really need to think too hard. Especially coming after coming off of reading Jujutsu Kaisen, when there's like a lot of philosophy about like death and morality. I don't really care for all that too much. This is just turn your brain off action comedy, very fun. And yeah, that is my first initial impressions review for Crazy Food Truck. Absolutely loved it, and I can't wait for more. This is gonna be something that I'm gonna see through to the end, because there's only 3 volumes, so not even worth doing a 3-volume rule video on it. There's only 3 volumes, so yeah, it's just an awesome read. I highly recommend it. 1 volume out currently, so give it a shot. It's freaking awesome. I know this is a little bit of a shorter video, but everything that I've talked about has just been off the dome. Thinking about the series, just giving my initial thoughts. So if you guys, do like the review, like I said, go check this out. It's really cool. But yeah, that's going to be about it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. We are so close to 100 subs. I think I checked, and I think we're at 94 now. So 6 more subs, and we're at 100, which is just insane. Like I said, I'm thinking of something to do for 100 subs. Maybe like an official top 10 favorite anime of all time, like definitive out of all of the anime that I've ranked and like scored in the past with anime review, just my favorites. Yeah, I think that'd be a cool video. Let me know what you guys think about that for 100 sub special. Maybe even a Q&A, possibly. I don't know. I feel like that's a little overdone. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. It means a lot. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.